There may come a time when your good 3D printer is broken and you don't have time to fix it, but you still need to print stuff. And in those circumstances, it's good to have a backup printer. And while this one works perfectly fine, it's not really noteworthy. It's just around the corner here and on the ceiling. I'm not sure how much there is to say about this thing. I put it up here more than a year ago, partly as a joke and partly so that it's, it doesn't take up shelf space. If it's up on this beam, it's not on a shelf. But all I did was just the Z screw for the Z0 end stop. I mean, it does have a Pro, but it doesn't work upside down. And then I adjusted the two Z motors to be in step so that the x-axis is nice and perpendicular to the y-axis, perpendicular to the bed, parallel to the bed. What am I saying? And yeah, nothing about this printer is, good. This is a pre-Ender 3 design. It's pretty old. We got the nice fire hazard style wiring here and a screen with a crack in it and lack of strain relief. Everything that makes a good printer bad. Even the 3D printed clamps that hold it onto the beam have held up. These are ABS, but they're still 3D printed. And they're the only thing holding it up. Now that said, there are a couple of advantages to printing upside down. There may be some print advantages as well. Things to do with bridging, supports, things like that. To tell you the truth, this printer isn't good enough to see any of those effects. But one effect you can see on it is if you have a hot end that builds up slag, on this printer, none of it will drip down onto the print. It will drip up. And if you don't use the printer for a long time, like I haven't, dust will not build up on the bed. I didn't even clean this when I first started printing it. Dust builds up on the bottom of things. But the main advantage has to be that there's nothing over here to really mess with it. I'm not going to walk by and bump this. Unless I bump it with my head. But yeah, just being up here, always available, and having never touched it really with anything, it's maintained all of the settings, all the tolerances. It's still square, just sitting there waiting to go again when I needed it. The thing is, if this was on the floor, it would have stuff stacked onto it, like here's a good example. We got a headphone amplifier stacked on top of headphones, stacked on top of a keyboard, stacked on top of an old computer, stacked on top of a robot arm motor controller. There's no stacking to be had with that one. As for the disadvantages, most of them have to do with this not being a very good printer, which is why I don't really use it anymore. But in terms of the discrete disadvantages, you have to climb a small ladder to really get a good look at it. And another problem with it is this is an old ramps design without silent steppers, so it is pretty noisy, and the frame of the printer is coupled directly to this beam, and that beam supports the house, so the vibrations from this get transferred everywhere in the structure of the house. So no matter where you are, you can always hear this printer if you're listening close enough, even at 3 a.m. 3D printing sure has come a long way since 2016. It's amazing what we had to put up with. A nice floppy loose belt there, off-center idler pulley. This whole thing was made of basically leftovers. This is a copy of the other one I have. For instance, this Pi is here because I'm pretty sure the Ethernet on this is broken, but the Wi-Fi still works fine. So it's good enough for this. Look, there's still some dust there from when I put it up here a year ago. That was dust from when it was right side up. Look at that Y-axis belt. You mean to tell me that that's linear? Ridiculous. Now, actually, in my opinion, the ceiling's a great place to put projects. It's otherwise wasted space. In fact, let me show you a few things. Over here, of course, is the combination smoke outlet and shortwave antenna. This thing is actually mostly for solder fumes, but how often do you have a sticker that says smoke outlet and you actually get to use it for something? And my own home server, also on the ceiling. Well, actually it's on the wall, but I can walk under it. So that's the ceiling for me, and Oh yeah, the internet-connected thermal printer is also in the ceiling. The internet-connected singing fish is also on the ceiling, under the stairs, but it's still a ceiling. All running off a pie literally nailed to the ceiling. Alright, so not the best first layer, but yeah, perfectly serviceable. There we go, the print is finished. And that's a perfectly acceptable part.